Hey, it's movie night. Ugh.
What did you think of... What is that movie called?
Another round?
Another round. What did you think
I
of
appreciate
another
it.
round? Short round.
For me personally, I would have liked a little bit of a build between our main characters.
What?
Like these the four main guys, right? They're close.
Yep.
Why?
They're friends. That's how it opens. It opens they're friends.
But are they like work friends? Or... Because they seem pretty close for work friends.
Why is that important?
Well, it makes what they do make more sense.
What? No, it doesn't. Well, they're friends, and this is a group of friends. Also, they teach at the same school. What more do you need to know?
Is it important that they all work at the same school? Why couldn't they be all... Like, we're friends and we don't work in the same job.
It's more work if they all have different jobs and different.
Yeah, one's a bus
lives,
driver.
Exactly.
The bus driver would make it tricky.
Right.
There's a policeman who only works breathalyzer tests.
One can be a pilot.
I just dropped in for a little drink to settle my nerves before I go to work. What sort of work do you do? I'm an airline pilot.
I'll take it all back. That's a much better idea.
Great. That's a movie.
That's the movie.
So you have basically a guy who has the idea to do a scientific experiment on drinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how it interacts with your life. So in a different type of film, like a romantic comedy or any other type or action film, you have characters that either face adversity or end up in a situation, but the connection between the characters is the basis of them going forward. This didn't have that for me. I was having difficulty following the narrative of this film.
Following the characters.
So, I couldn't even distinguish the characters from one another.
Well, that's true.
Let alone
This
follow
should have
them.
just been one teacher teaching multiple classes.
And the opening scene, I honestly thought I was seeing the same character. I didn't know they were different actors. Genuinely, I hadn't even.
Yeah.
That was in the middle of my first beer.
You weren't at the right alcohol level yet. Yeah, it doesn't help that they're all white men who are teachers. So that's kind of... That's an easy detail to miss.
I know they needed Whoopi Goldberg in that.
Yep.
I had no reason to understand why they were meeting up for that fancy dinner. Why did that happen?
Four friends who were celebrating the 40th birthday of one of them.
Yeah, which
the
one?
baby face. Surely the onion face guy. Ryan
Ryan
Johnson.
Is that the director of Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the
Knives
second
Out?
sequel. Yes, Star Wars Knives Out.
The thing that we were worried about was that it was going to be like super predictable, and it kind of
preachy.
was, because it did follow the arc, but then the end was also fuck it, drink and be happy.
I don't think it was preachy at all.
Just drink in moderation.
No, see, it didn't tell you that.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't that. Like, I mean, that's the joke. The joke is to say everything in moderation, but that was not how it ended.
I think that movie works a lot better as a dark comedy where you set it up to be an anti-alcoholism movie, but everything works out fine.
Tell me, has there been a death in your family? This is funny stuff.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Ed, the sports teacher, it did not work out for.
No, not
but
for him. Not for him.
That's the only one.
That's a quarter of our characters.
The ending is either they go through the arc and they come out the other side, or it's like preachy shit. And this was, all right, it doesn't work out for everybody, but fuck it anyway. Dance the shit away.
Their lives did get better when they stopped drinking, right? The guy, that potato-headed guy, the Ryan Johnson character, he got back together with his wife once he stopped pissing in the bed.
And on his children.
Pissing all over his children.
Do you think that was accidental? Or do you think that was vindictive?
Definitely
Pissed on
revenge
him.
piss. Definitely revenge piss, yes.
Okay, so to make this right for me, I would need a scene where the four people are connected as friends. Like I kept saying, "Gee, I wonder if that scene at the start with these guys in the past."
Right.
So that's like 5 seconds done, and then maybe like a minute or two on each friend, right? In their day to day, where it's just like over and over again. It's just like the monotony, right? Then you know who they are, what they're about, and you have some connection to the character, so you know who they are going forward. That would help me. And then you have that weird moment where they're like, let's bloody do a thing with science.
They even had rules, but the rules they didn't quite follow.
Yeah, well, that's the point. I think that it's fuck it is the message of that movie.
So you think that last scene kind of redeems the movie a bit?
I'm not sure. It's not. Yeah, I think potentially it does. If you take it as fuck it, it doesn't matter. Drink, don't drink, get involved. I don't feel like that last little bit is saying moderation. It doesn't look like moderation, right? He's drinking. He's drinking a whole bunch of shit, and then he dives off the fucking pier, and that's how it ends.
It'd be funny if he drowned. He sank to the
Hit
bottom.
like a anchor or something. I think that's where I like the movie the most. When it gives you a situation like that, and it doesn't tell you how to think about it.
Agreed.
I felt Ed doesn't agree with me, and that's fine. He doesn't agree with me on a lot. I don't think it had enough narrative construction to help me understand the relationship between the characters, and that was important to me to understand what was going on.
You could be right about that. I mean, I think that for a lot of the movie, despite the kind of the way it was filmed, as this kind of naturalistic, Danish style, it was pretty conventional for most of that movie. Well, it's the escalation of alcoholism that is conventional. Like that story is a conventional story. Oh, I'll just have a little bit of alcohol. Oh, I'll have a bit more. Because it's helping. And then all of a sudden, it's not helping anymore. It's too far. You're too drunk. Blah,
We've
blah.
all made that
That's
mistake.
conventional.
I make that mistake every Friday.
And then bad things happen, right?
Yeah.
It's like, let's invent new rules that allow us to just become more and more extreme.
Yeah.
Like the rules are just an excuse.
Yeah, that's a good point. The rules are an excuse. They're an excuse for drinking. You could also say, maybe this movie is not about alcohol at all. Or
You could say that, but you'd be wrong.
The framework. It's like the framework for Mads to go through his personal journey or whatever. The spark, Mads's spark. He had to get his spark back. He had to get his groove back. Mads gets his groove back. He had some highs, had some lows. He learned a few things about himself, and then whatever.
All the characters did that.
Yeah, except the one that fell off a boat.
No, he did as well. He showed a choir the highs of singing together properly.
That was a different guy.
No, you said that was the musician. See, this is the main problem with the film. I don't know who it is. It's a clear issue.
He's a musician philosopher.
So there's 4 characters. Let's go through it again. We have Mads, who is a history teacher.
Yes.
We have Ryan Johnson.
Well, I'm not sure what he taught. Maybe
I can't remember what he taught.
he did talk about psychology, so maybe psychology teacher, perhaps, or I don't know.
God, you guys don't even know. What chance do I have? Who was the guy sniffing his fingers?
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson was the musician there.
Yeah, and he also did the Kierkegaard exam thing at the end. That was the same guy.
Then we have sports guy
Ben Mendelsohn,
who got specs to learn how to play soccer,
and then fell off a boat.
So the sports guy is the guy that fell off the boat.
That's why Specs was so sad at the funeral. Remember?
I can't follow it. Because I got no connection to the characters. They're just nebulous white Dutch people.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I think Danish. Was it Danish? I think Danish.
Danish aren't Dutch.
What's the difference? Is that different to Swedish?
They're Danes, I guess.
What are Norwegians?
They're Finnish.
Right, got it. I kept on thinking of the Hear No Evil movie. They have some similarities, those two movies, because they're kind of like that Scandinavian style where it's all kind of pared back a bit. Some odd kind of social commentary, or almost the meta of Hear No Evil is a kind of a social experiment, but this is more of like a literal social experiment that they're acting out.
Pop quiz, hotshot.
There's a movie where there's two friends and they're trying to like they make a deal, like their lives get boring, and so they make like a deal to say like, well, we tell a lie and then we're gonna live it. And he ends up working at a morgue as a security guard.
What is
And then-
it?
The Autopsy of Jane Doe?
No, I've seen that. It's a foreign film.
Possession of Hannah
Non-Eng-
Grace? Night Watch?
Non-English.
Play Dead?
Night Watch? What's that? What's Night Watch?
Night Watch is a
80s?
horror movie from 1994. A law student starts working as a night watchman at the Department of Forensic Medicine in Copenhagen. His mad friend gets him in on a game of dare that escalates as a serial
That's
killer's
it. That's it. Well done, Luke. You're a champ. So this has a weird thriller comedy, like dark comedy, like weird thing going on with like the friend dare thing, but it's played like a straight like thriller. It's very weird. But the reason I brought this up and to think of it is because you've got like that friendship, right? But it's developed at the start very quickly, and you're like, oh, now I have the motivations for these two characters. I understand it. I understand each character. I understand a brief history, and I understand why they're doing it. Bam. Let the movie go wild with that. That's a great movie. It's a great movie.
The deep cut.
Talking about that and this, like the idea of life's boring, we've got to
Yeah.
spice it up. The other thing it makes me think of is The Dice Man, which you've read that, haven't you, Luke?
Maybe, have I? Who wrote it?
I don't know. I used to have a copy and I don't have a copy anymore. Somehow it's gone to somebody else.
Are you suggesting that I borrowed it and never gave it back?
Can I have that book back, please?
You've read that book, haven't you, Luke?
The Dice Man's great. It's like he has to do whatever the dice says, and he's got to have a negative roll on his die, as in he has to have an option on the die that is bad consequentially.
Oh, so like 1 out of
you know,
6.
1 out of 6 means he has to rape somebody.
Really? Holy shit!
Wow.
It's a 2 again. Well, what are you
Oh,
gonna
no.
Gotta do what the dice says.
Oh no, it's 2 to 6. I gotta rape somebody.
So I don't know. Scores?
Look, I was too confused by it. I didn't have enough character development. I'm giving it a 3.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's pretty low.
I like this. Yeah.
And I tell you what, I liked it a lot, except I didn't understand who was doing what when. That might be on me.
I like this. I don't know if I like this movie, but I thought it was. There's something there, I guess. I was gonna give it 7. Is that too high?
What do you mean, is it too high? It's your rating. It can be 10 if you want, or it can be 0.
I think the last little act, gave me a little feeling of actually what's happening. It wasn't the ending I was expecting, and it makes me think about it a little bit more. So I like that.
There's some stuff you can read
67.
into. There's 67. Okay. You want to guess for IMDb?
Oh no, I'm not guessing.
7.
7.7. There's an 8 out of 10 review here that says Kierkegaard is the key.
Which character was that? Was he the philosopher teacher? I get more angry at films that I want to like more. 3's probably, I'll be honest, 3's probably a
This
bit
one
harsh.
you liked, but you didn't want to like it more.
3's a bit harsh, I'll be honest. I'll give it a 4.
Hey.
Stick to your guns.
Nah, 3's a bit harsh. It's definitely better than a 3. How about 5? Just right in the
The
middle.
rating keeps creeping up, though.
It keeps on going up. Keep talking, we'll get to 10 soon.
It's not going above 5. Probably stick with 4.
Going down again.
No, you're right. Back to 3.
Back to 3.
Somewhere between 3 and 5. There you go. There's my review.